In this video, we're just going to do some extra transformations practice. I'll make up a few examples. We'll go through a couple different scenarios here for ones that will be similar to the exam that you have coming up here tomorrow or the next day. Let's start out with our parent function f of x equals square root of x. We'll go with that as our first function. And our transformation, let's say we have negative square root of x plus 2. We're talking about the two transformations that we have going on here. So one of them is this negative, the other one is the 2 that I've added. Well, my negative is a reflection, and when it's outside it's vertical, so it's going to be reflecting over the x-axis. For that 2 inside, it's inside, so I'm moving left or right. When I add something or subtract something, I'm moving left or right, up or down. It's inside, so I'm moving to the left. I got to think opposite, so we're going left 2. And that's it for that one, those two. Let's try another. Say we have this function. How about 1/4 square root of negative x. So 1/4 times the square root of negative x. Well, first off, I have to deal with this 1/4 out front. Since it's outside, it's vertical. And vertical, we don't have to think opposite or anything like that. We just think regular, so it's going to be a vertical compression by a factor of 1/4. Next, I have to deal with that negative inside. When we have a negative inside, we are doing a horizontal transformation, so think about what the reflection will look like. It'll be reflecting over the y-axis. Let's try one more. Say we have r of x. I don't know, I'm just making up letters. R of x equals, how about 2 times the square root of x and then minus 4 on the outside. For this one, first off with this 2 out in front, I know that's vertical and it's going to be a vertical stretch by a factor of 2. That negative 4 minus 4 on the outside, once again that's a vertical transformation, but I'm going down 4. Boom. 3 good examples. Let's do 3 more examples. Let's say we have our parent function f of x equals the absolute value of x. Say I go with g of x equals the absolute value of 1/3 x, and then let's go with minus plus 5 on the outside. Well, first off, I have to deal with my 1/3 inside. So 1/3 on the inside, I know it's horizontal, so it's going to be a horizontal stretch or compression. Well, let's think about this. If it's 1/3 on the inside, I'm multiplying by 1/3. My factor is 3. If it's 3, it's going to be a horizontal stretch by a factor of 3. On the outside there, I'm adding by 5, so I'm going to be going up 5. Remember, up, down, left, right, those are addition, subtraction. When we're talking about stretch and compression, we're talking about multiplication. Let's try another one. So let's try, how about negative 4 absolute value of 2x. This looks like fun. Well, first off, that negative out front is a reflection over the x-axis. That negative reflects it over the x-axis. Then I'm going to have to deal with that 4. Well, that 4 is a vertical, remember we think normal, so my factor is 4, so it's a vertical stretch by 4. Inside I have a 2 there. It's multiplication, so it's a horizontal stretch or compression, so horizontal, and my factor is going to be 1/2 because I have to take the reciprocal, so it'll be a compression, horizontal compression by 1/2, by a factor of 1/2. And those will be my 3 transformations on that one. We'll try a couple more on the next one. We'll do some with f of x equals x squared. Go with f of x equals x squared is my parent function. Let's say g of x equals x plus 1 squared minus 3. Okay, Well, first off, on the inside, it's going left or right. I'm going left. I got to think opposite, so I'm going left 1. On the outside, I think regular. I'm going down 3. That one's not too bad. Whenever we have addition, subtraction only, it's not too bad. It's the multiplication and the reflections that seem to throw you guys. Let's say we have h of x equals, let's go with 5x. Let's go with actually 5 over 3 x squared, and then we'll add 1. Okay, fraction. Oh boy. Well, we have 5/3 on the inside. I know it's a horizontal stretch or compression. Well, if my factor, if it's going to be a horizontal stretch or compression, my factor is going to be the reciprocal, so 3/5. Is 3/5 between 0 and 1, or is it greater than 1? 3/5 is between 0 and 1, so it is a horizontal compression by 3/5. And the last part, I'm going up 1. Why don't we try one more with a fraction sort of thing. Let's say we have, once again, r of x. Let's go with 5/7 x plus 2 squared. Well, first off, I have to deal with that vertical stretch or compression. So it's a vertical. Now my factors are normal here. What I see is what I get. So it's a vertical compression by a factor of 5/7 because 5/7 is between 0 and 1. And lastly, this x plus 2. Well, I'm adding 2, so I'm moving to the left because I got to think opposite. Left 2. And there we are. Quite a few examples of transformations. Hopefully that helps you guys out.